Okay, so here is myfitnesspal. This is my home page. Let's go over to, this is how many calories I've remaining. These are my little posts that I made on the myfitnesspal using the app and the web page. Looks like I haven't quite verified my email yet, but let's go over to my profile. Here's my profile, my username, age, information. I filled out all the descriptions. There's again my little post, my inspirations and such. Okay, onto my friends page. We go back home and then to friends. Fortunately, I added friends, but they have not quite added me back yet. I'm not sure if they even really use the app, but I'm going to show you how I added friends. I click the add friends button. I'm going to add Megan Bean. It's sent. We'll see if she replies. I'm going to go back home. Now I'm going to go to my custom goals page. Here's my goals. These are my caloric goals for the nutritional goals, my calories by meal, my fitness goals, and you can edit them here. I can change this to whatever I want. I want to burn 600 calories a week. Now I want to work out 7 times a week. And I can say yes or no. Oops, I didn't mean to actually click that. Okay, so those are my goals. Here's right here. And I can make custom dietary goals as well. And change this to whatever I want. Maybe I want to eat 1,800 calories a day. I'll save the changes just like that. My weight log, if I go to my home page and I click this little scale, I can enter a new weight. Let's say I already lost 5 pounds, which would be nice. Could enter that. My neck, waist, and hips, I can enter how many inches those are. I have no idea, so I'm not going to just make it up. I'm just going to leave it empty. I'm going to save the changes as if I changed my weight right there, logging my weight. My exercise diary, if you go to exercise, here it is right here. Here's the running I ran. I did some push-ups. If I wanted to add, and here's my little notes. I added just kind of about my exercising. If I wanted to add another exercise, you click right here, type in whatever. Let's say I biked. I'm going to type in bike, and I could click whatever I did. It's very cool. On to next, I'm going to look at my food diary right here. Here's for breakfast. I added live cinnamon. That is actually what I ate this morning. This is what I used for on the app. When I scanned the barcode, I scanned my wheat thins and it popped up right here. It was really cool. This was my quick add. I just quickly added 150 calories. And I didn't type in what exactly it was. I just did a quick add of 150 calories for my morning snack. For my lunch, this was my homemade. I added my food by myself without using the database. This was me manually logging it in, a Cobb salad. Here's my dinner, my favorite lasagna. I did that with my own recipe and everything, and haven't had an evening snack yet. So to my custom food, I'm going to look at my foods. Here's the database of foods if you want to just search what they already have. You can even search restaurants, which is pretty cool, and they have all the stuff. But for my foods, search your personal foods by name. I'm going to search them even though there's only one. Cobb. My Cobb salad. Here it is. Here's my personal food right here. And I could edit that and such. If I wanted to make another food, I could just click create food, type in whatever I needed, and then I'll click. I'm just going to type in random to show you. And then I would come in. Nope, it's not a duplicate. And I would enter in manually all of the calories and such. For my custom recipe, I went here, and it was cool because I found out that you could just import a recipe using a URL. So I actually, this one, it messed up, so I had to do it again. But this one's actually a recipe I use quite often, so it was nice to actually log in a real recipe I did. I imported it, changed the name, changed a couple of the ingredients because I change it in my recipe, and then ta-da, that was my dinner. For settings for my diary sharing, I'll show you that I made that lock and key. Go under settings, diary sharing, scroll down from settings to diary sharing right here. We locked it with the key. Here's my little key. Now you know, secret's out. And last but not least, my app. I went on to the Map My Run app right here, and I logged in. I got it on my phone, and I created a profile for that with them too, and I connected it. Obviously, because I did that, I disconnected it, so it's connected right now. Have it on my phone. I have both apps on my phone right now. And there you go. Thanks for listening.